other mail order company. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of wanted to switch, and in doing so, guess what? The radio show happened to go pro, and guess what else? We happen to get backed up by Amazon. So if they're going to help support me, I'm going to help support them because I know everyone already uses Amazon. So you can go click on the link that says astore.amazon.com/robcastradio-20, and I normally will embed that into my cover art, or not today because we're really just trying to promote Roughhouse Fitness and congratulate Mr. Rod Williams, Danny Orr, Lacey Orr. All of them are doing a tremendous job shaping young minds and still sharpen steel there at Roughhouse Fitness, guys. You can also listen to this show anytime, guys. You're listening to it. Maybe you're listening to it right now live. Maybe you're listening to it at Spreaker Studio. But you can also listen to it on Twitter. I'm Zombie on Twitter. You can follow me on Twitter. It's right here at my Spreaker page. Or, guess what? You can listen. I also post this to Facebook. Robert Cole on Facebook, Zombie in parentheses, and any videos, stuff like that I could be talking about on the show. I will, put some posts, put some links there for you guys to check out. And last but definitely not least, you can always listen to Robcast and Robcast Live, any of the other Robcast programming on YouTube. Yep, the audio is on YouTube. You can listen to it anytime on your drive home, during your mixed martial arts workout, if you're jogging, whatever you're trying to do. If you're out catching you a fish and you want to listen to Robcast, you can check it out on YouTube anytime. So yeah, tonight we'll do the show. We'll talk a little bit about Korn. We'll talk a little bit about rock and roll. But we will definitely continue to cover any kind of MMA events, any kind of combat sports events, any kind of drag racing events. And speaking of drag racing, we'll also talk about motorcycles too. But speaking of drag racing, help Robcast represent the Army 2.0 Mustang, and let's go to the No Prep Challenge at Royal Purple Dragway, Royal Purple Raceway on October the 28th. And let's help represent Ken Joe Kelly. Let's watch him put his thing down in the Army 2.0 Mustang. And we will be taking motorcycles from Alvin, Texas to Baytown to the racetrack. So if you would like to partake on that ride, if you'd like to join us, A, you got to wear a fucking helmet. B, I'm not riding with anyone without a helmet, period. If you don't like it, I don't give a fuck. B, if you want to ride with us and wear your helmet, then you can contact me on Facebook, send me a message, hit me up here, right here. You can send a message. If you're listening to this, you can go to the messaging right here and just send a message, and I'll get it eventually. You're welcome to also robczombie@hotmail.com. Send me an email. But continually trying to advance our lives, guys. Continually trying to reinvent ourselves. And here at Robcast, we're continually trying to always bring you all better and more interesting programming. So you heard it. Mr. Williams said that we will sit down, maybe with Danny and Lacey and Rod, and we'll all just have a roundtable discussion. We can do a whole Robcast just basically about training and how it benefits your mind, how it benefits your body, how it benefits your spirit. Whenever I suffered some problems with addiction back in the past, guys, and thank the Lord in heaven that I haven't taken a Vicodin pill in 16 years, right? But you have to understand why you do that stuff and why you go out to do the things that you do. And it's because, just out of complacency and laziness, when you do something like that and you take something that makes you high, it makes your body, your brain produce these endorphins that make you feel good. Well, let me tell you something. If you listen to one of your favorite songs on the radio, or if one of your old sweethearts calls you, or you talk to them, or if you take a motorcycle ride, or if you bungee jump, all of these things produce those same endorphins in your brain that make you feel good. So it's just a matter of retraining yourself, man, on how to act, and just also to remind you guys that there's always a creative solution out of your situation. So I'm going to leave it with you guys for the day. I'll be back with you guys tonight. Thank you very much to Roughhouse Fitness, to Mr. Danny Orr, and to definitely to Rod Williams for being on the show. Mad respect. We will go tear up some barbecue Friday night at the Brazoria County Fair. So if you'd like to come buy me a beer, Robcast will be. Probably not be Robcasting live because I don't be slurring. I'll be slurring if I have one beer. So we'll see what's up with that. We'll go have some good food. Definitely tune in tonight, late night, because the craziness and the antics with Chris Ryder will be rocking and rolling, because I know what happened last night, and ain't nobody mad at nobody. Damn. Come on. Shout out Vic the G, if you figured out how to listen to the show, Vic. So yeah, Chris, his phone did a total meltdown. So he said he had to go get on the bus this morning and go get him a new phone. And a few $100s later, wow, we know all about that, right? When you didn't need to spend it. An event for the day. I'm talking about a phone. I bought a new phone, well, the radio show, and A, it didn't work. B, I broke it immediately. Got another one. It didn't function properly, and now the damn thing won't even turn on, and it's brand new. So, modern technology, guys. We're not going to talk about problems. We're going to talk about solutions. And I don't ever talk about excuses. I talk about ways to make things happen. And yeah, I just kind of winged it and grabbed a cover art picture from Mr. Williams' Facebook page. I hope he doesn't mind. Hope that's not a copywritten picture that I'm using here. But if it is, just let me know. And well, it's too late now. Anyway, sometimes I just use my best judgment, and I think everything will turn out in the best. So yeah, Sage Northcutt. I definitely follow Sage, and he is a good athlete, a good all-around representative of Harris County. So, guys, continue to align yourself, and if you don't now, align yourself with creative people. You know, there are creative people, right? And then there are competitive people. And while the competitive people are constantly trying to keep up with the Joneses and trying to outdo one another, well, guess what? Us creators, we just keep creating things. We don't worry about those petty things, because the things that we create are the things that all of the competitors are competing for. So you need to rise up to the creative plane and challenge yourself. Paint a clear vision of your future, because nobody else is going to do that for you. And I thought it was very inspiring to see, Rod Williams and Danny Orr training and putting in the time and putting in the work, and also, bringing other young people, other young talent into the sport. And for that, I give you guys mad respect. And that's about all the time I've got for today. I'm lying. That's about all the subject I've got for today. But we will definitely get back with you guys on mixed martial arts. We'll get back with you guys with Mr. Williams and Danny and Lacey, and see what's happening with them. And if they feel the same way about how training affects your mind and your body and spirit, and how you have to equally divide those three things. You got to live for those three things, guys. You got to live for your mind, you got to live for your body, and you got to live for your spirit. And that means
goodbye.
Goodbye. And that means, let's say, reading books, getting an education, doing something that challenges your brain. Working out is for your body, taking a jog, doing some push-ups. And then for your spirit, we're talking about going to church. Your favorite philosopher. Do you like Emerson? Do you like Hegel? Do you, I happen to like an old guy that's not even, from 100 years ago, named Wallace Wattles. Wallace D. Wattles? Check out anything that he wrote. But that's all living for your spirit, guys. So live for your mind, your body, and your spirit. And sometimes some things like martial arts cross over all of those things. And that's why it's an appealing to a wide audience. And it's like the number one sport on the planet, mixed martial arts. There's no denying it. So rock and roll, guys. I'm going to leave it with you. That's about all the time I've got for today. Thanks again, Rod Williams, for coming on the show. I'll have to get him in person next time, and that'll happen, Captain. Other than that, tune in late night tonight for Robcast Live with all of your crazy insomniacs, guys. All you little maniacs, thank you very much for tuning in. I'm going to see if I can find the outro music, and I'm going to leave it with you. And y'all have a badass day and an even better evening. I'm Zombie. And guess what, guys? I am out of here for the day.
Broadcast radio. Where else in the world would you want to go? I might have been about my day. Could tell a joke, so go get some chocolate cake. Turn up the radio. Please don't swipe us. Please just like us. And do not knock us until you've tried us. Coming at you live from Broadcast radio station. Or go directly into your imagination. So turn up the Robcast. Here it goes. Robcast radio. Tell you a bedtime story. Maybe even tuck you in, baby. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and all my little maniacs all across the world, thank you once again for tuning in to Robcast Live number 16, live, uncut, and unbraided from Spreaker Studios and Robcast Radio. Thank you once again for tuning in, and thank you, Rod Williams, for being on the show. Peace!